Thinking about buying or selling in the Jordanelle area? Prices are climbing, days on market are shrinking, and the luxury market is moving and grooving. So, whether you're hunting for a deal, you better buy today because in 5 years, you're going to be glad that you bought in the Jordanelle area today because the deal is happening now. The deal is not going to be here in 5 years. Or you're trying to cash out at the top, which is going to be a while before it hits the top. It's still growing. Here's what you need to know in 2025 before making your next move in this area. 5 key takeaways for buyers. More listings equal more choices. You have a lot of competition in this area because there are so many new developments. I have made a ton of videos about the Jordanelle. I think I did one video that was a vlog tour that's called The Future of Park City. And there were 30 new developments at the time, and it was like a 45-minute video. Now there's even more developments happening in this area. This place is exploding. So there is a lot of competition in this area. You as a buyer, you've got a lot of choices, whether you want to end up on the north side of the lake in Skyridge or the south side of the lake in Benlock Ranch, or the east side of the lake in Hideout, or the west side of the lake at Mayflower Lakeside, or at Ground Zero, Deer Valley East Village. Inventory has been steadily increasing. There were 168 active listings in February of 2025 versus 128 in November of 2024. More options equal better negotiation power for you. However, this only applies if you're buying a resale property, not if you're buying directly from the builder or the developer. The second thing you need to know is that this is a luxury area. This is a resort area. Luxury is the norm in this area. The average list price in February of 2025 was $2.86 million, and sold prices were averaging just under $2 million. I've been talking to a lot of buyers who've been looking in this area, and really, you need at least a $2 million budget for this area now, bottom line, because you are buying in a high-end market in this area. And the third thing is you can still negotiate. So if you're looking at neighborhoods like Black Rock Ridge or Wasatch Springs, or if you're looking at a resale unit, maybe for Deer Waters or Deer Springs, or you're looking at Deer Vista or Deer Mountain. These are some of the older developments that have been there a while that are going to be majority resale units. You will still have a bit of negotiation power. Now, if you buy directly from the builder, I'm going to say this again, it is what it is. The list price to sale ratio in this area is anywhere from 97% to 99%. So prices are going very close to asking price in this area, unless you're $1 million overpriced. As a buyer, be careful, know what the sales are around your area. The only way you're going to know that is if you work with a real estate agent because Utah is a non-disclosure state. So you're going to want to know the comps, what sold. And you're especially going to want to know if the house next door sold for $1 million less before you buy something that's $1 million overpriced. The fourth thing that you need to know is days on market are actually your friend. Look at properties that have long days on market if you're looking for a deal. Again, as long as it's not directly from the developer. If the developers or the builders are having trouble selling their properties, they are going to offer incentives, buy downs. If you use their preferred lender, if you use their title company, they might give you a closing credit. They might pay for some of your HOA fees or the transfer fees of the area. And also something to know is that Jordanelle, the majority of the neighborhoods in the Jordanelle area are going to be at least a 1.25% buyer transfer fee. I mean, depending on which neighborhood you're looking in. And again, there's a lot of neighborhoods popping up around the Jordanelle. The Jordanelle is starting to get nuanced, right? Deer Mountain is a neighborhood that is very established there. I call it the Jeremy Ranch of Jordanelle. That neighborhood has been around a long time versus a newer neighborhood like Mayflower Lakeside or Skyridge. And the fifth thing that you need to know is deals happen in the off season. December had a huge, massive spike in sold listings, 79. Here are the 5 key takeaways if you are a seller trying to sell in this area. List it right so it sells tight. What do I mean by that? It means if you list it for the right price, then you're going to tighten that gap between list to sell ratio and sold price. The better that you price it, the closer to that 99% list price ratio you will be getting. Also, something to know if you are a seller, prices are trending up. The average list price went from 2.5 million to 2.86 million in this area. So that's appreciation. The third thing that you need to know is that high-end luxury buyers are back. The Aspen crowd is back. Park City is a baby Aspen. The Aspen money with the Aspen wallets and the Aspen buyers have got Park City on their radar, and Deer Valley East Village is the sole reason for propelling this. So high-end buyers expect high-end properties, and they're opening their wallets for those right properties. Marcella Landing, Marcella Ski and Ski Out Lots, Marcella Club, Tiger Woods Golf Course, Cormont, Four Seasons, all of those really high-end luxury properties are selling very, very quickly. The fourth thing that you need to know is volume is confidence. February closed out with $55 million in sold volume, proof that serious buyers are active even if it is the wintertime and Q1. My office in particular, like I've been saying this, I'm like, this is the busiest quarter one I've had. Buyers are coming out of the woodwork. It's insane. Our office alone, one office, pended $58 million in one weekend. Like a good week is like 20 million, 20 million, 20 million. So for reference, we pended $58 million in one weekend from one office alone. We pended 150 million in one week, 7 days. And we've pended 500 million in the last 4 weeks alone. That's not even quarter one. That's just 1 month. So I'm telling you this to know that the market is moving. The high-end buyers are here. The Aspen crowd has got its eye on Park City because the properties that are moving is that luxury price point. And also, time on the market has come down a lot in this area. I've made a lot of other videos where it was like, holy cow, like Jordanelle's days on market was like 120 days. There were homes in Soaring Hawk that were sitting on the market for like 300 days. Days on market starting to shrink. Buyers are starting to come back out. Little slight tick in interest rates coming down. There's been a lot of pent up demand. Buyers are coming out to shop. They're putting things under contract. They're feeling like they've got confidence. They want Park City. They want to land in Park City. They want a piece of this new Deer Valley East Village. They want a piece of the new baby Aspen. Average days on market is down nearly 40% since October. So don't wait to prep your home. If your home is not a show-ready home, it's not professionally designed, you're living in it, it's got a lot of junk, clutter, pets, kids, you've got to actually do some work to prepare your house for the market. So don't sit around. Start getting your house prepared. I've made a lot of videos on what updates you should make, on what paint colors you should do, on how you should stage it. So go check out some of those videos if you need a helping hand. Where is the market headed? The luxury segment is accelerating fast. Prices are climbing, days on market are shrinking, and Q1 of 2025 is already outpacing Q4 of 2024 in volume and speed. If interest rates continue to hold where they are, even drop a little bit more over the summertime, expect even more buyer demand this summer and throughout the end of the year. So for both buyers and sellers, timing is starting to tighten. So your window for leverage is narrowing ever so slightly. If you're thinking of selling, I would like to remind you that you are the chairman of the board and I am the CEO. I work for you.